Imagine waking up one morning with tingling in your toes. You shrug it off, thinking it's nothing. But as the hours pass, the sensation spreads. First to your legs, then your arms. Walking becomes difficult. The muscles feel weak, not from fatigue, but from something deeper, invisible, silent, creeping. This is the unfolding story of Guillain-Barré Syndrome, or GBS, a condition where your own body turns against you. At its core, Guillain-Barré Syndrome is a rare autoimmune disorder. But this isn't just any autoimmune attack, but it specifically targets the peripheral nervous system, the vast network of nerves outside your brain and spinal cord. These nerves carry signals that allow you to move, feel, and function. So, what goes wrong? The story begins after a triggering event. Often, this is an infection, perhaps a virus or a bacterium. In response, the immune system kicks into action. But in Guillain-Barré syndrome, that immune response misfires. It mistakes parts of the peripheral nerves, particularly the myelin sheath, the protective coating around nerves, as foreign invaders. The immune system unleashes cells and antibodies that attack and strip away this myelin. Sometimes even the underlying axons, the nerve fibers themselves, become targets. Without proper insulation, nerve signals are slowed or blocked entirely. The result? Rapid onset muscle weakness, loss of reflexes, and sometimes paralysis. Clinically, GBS usually begins subtly, a tingling or pins and needles sensation, what doctors call paresthesia, in the feet and hands. But it doesn't stay there. It ascends, moving up the body. Weakness follows. Walking becomes difficult. Arms may feel heavy. Facial muscles may droop. In severe cases, even the muscles used for breathing can be affected, requiring urgent care. So how is GBS diagnosed? There's no single test, but doctors rely on a combination of clinical signs and investigations. A key feature is the pattern, a progressive symmetrical weakness, usually starting in the legs. Tests might include a lumbar puncture to analyze cerebrospinal fluid. In GBS, this often shows elevated protein levels with few or no white blood cells, a finding known as albuminocytologic dissociation. Nerve conduction studies and electromyography help confirm the diagnosis, revealing how severely the nerves are damaged and whether the myelin or axons are involved. Treatment is crucial and time-sensitive. The mainstays are intravenous immunoglobulin and a plasma exchange, plasmapheresis. Both aim to halt the immune attack. IVIG floods the body with healthy antibodies that calm the immune system. Plasmapheresis, on the other hand, physically removes the harmful antibodies from the bloodstream. Supportive care is just as important. Patients may need help breathing, managing pain, and preventing complications like infections or blood clots during periods of immobility. And then comes the long, steady path of recovery. Physical therapy becomes the bridge between weakness and strength, between immobility and independence. It starts gently. Range of motion exercises, first passive, then active, help maintain flexibility and prevent contractures. As strength slowly returns, isometric and resistance band exercises begin to rebuild muscle function, carefully avoiding fatigue. Balance and coordination training, like standing on one leg or walking heel to toe, restores control. Gait training helps patients learn to walk again, sometimes with assistive devices like walkers or parallel bars. Breathing exercises, especially for those whose respiratory muscles were affected, ensure the lungs regain full function. And over time, low-impact cardiovascular exercises like stationary biking or aquatic therapy rebuild stamina. All of this, guided by trained therapists, tailored to each patient and paced with patience. The good news? Most people recover, though the road may be long. Rehabilitation plays a key role. Physical therapy helps rebuild strength and coordination. Recovery can take weeks to months, and while many regain full function, some may live with lingering weakness or fatigue. Guillain-Barré syndrome is a powerful reminder of how delicate yet resilient the human body is. Though it strikes suddenly with swift and sometimes terrifying symptoms, with the right care and time, most people rise again, step by step, nerve by nerve. Thanks for watching. If you found this story informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the fascinating world of medicine.